Continue our coverage tonight with Jennifer Barrasso. She has been at Allegheny General Hospital all day long as doctors treat the victims. Jen?
That's right. I just checked in with AGH spokesperson Dan Laurent, and he tells me that all 5 shooting victims are still being treated here at the hospital, and the person who is in critical condition and is still in critical condition just got out of surgery. And just to give you some perspective, we talked to a man who was at his great-nephew's funeral. He never would have thought he would end up here at AGH after 2 of his relatives were shot, and an AGH critical doctor telling reporters that multiple people, those victims, had multiple gunshot wounds. After a mass shooting outside a Pittsburgh funeral, AGH president and critical care physician Dr. Amran Quadr briefed reporters on the 5 shooting victims being treated here. He says 4 are in stable condition, 1 in critical condition, and is still undergoing surgery.
We first received an alert at about 12:13, and within 10 minutes we received the patients. There were 5 patients, 1 critical, 4 stable, and we were at level 1 trauma center, and we were ready for the response. We stabilized the patients quickly.
Did each shooting victim suffer multiple gunshot wounds?
I can't give you the details, but some of them, yes.
A little scared, yeah. Then my niece is in there shot, and my great-nephew's in there shot.
2 of the victims being treated right now is related to Darnell Harris. He was inside Destiny Faith Church for his great-nephew's funeral, 20-year-old John Hornes, when gunfire erupted.
They was doing service like talking of the eulogy or yeah, right. They were doing that, and all of a sudden we heard gunfire. They just said gunfire, had a bang on the door, and then all of a sudden you hung gunfire, and everybody started dropping to the floor.
Harris tells me bullets hit 2 of his relatives, his 57-year-old niece and 24-year-old nephew, both standing outside. His niece was shot in the leg, foot, and hand. Her husband drove her to the hospital. Harris is still stunned and is shocked by these shootings.
This is just senseless to me. It's like y'all doing senseless stuff here. You know what I mean? I was born and raised here, but I don't live here no more. But this is just crazy. It's just crazy.
And Harris tells me that he does believe this was a targeted shooting. Earlier tonight, we saw Mayor Ed Gainey. He stopped by here, meeting with some of the shooting victims and their families. Reporting live, Jennifer Barrasso, KDKA News.